What's up, everybody? Been a long time here. Tony Jigsaw Cutillo, Fantasy Firebox, season-long NFL fantasy. If you're not following yet, obviously follow WinDailySports.com at WinDailySports on all social formats. You'll see on the bottom of the screen a promo today, $14.99 for 7 straight days of bets and content. I guarantee you'll make your money back, plus more to continue to pay week after week after week. But here's the thing. If you do sign up, first and foremost, you need to use my link, man. At least give me a little some support here. Show that Tony actually knows what he's talking about. So if you can, make sure, and I'm going to put it up right here. If you go to that link right there, that https://windailysports.com/ref/58/. Okay, all those backslashes, you get them right, and you'll get this promo, and I'll get credit as well for bringing you on. And you could be my personal assistant in Discord if you want to send me messages. We could talk about what's going on, and what's going on in Buffalo is why we're here. And you see the headline: can Josh Allen be trusted as QB number one? And I continue to ask this question. Make sure you listen to us on Sirius every single weekend, Win Daily Radio on channel 87 XM. You've heard me, you've heard Dave, you've heard Jason, you've heard Sia. But I'm kind of taking a lead here a little bit on this season-long concept because I'm very passionate about it. And I have some very interesting, I don't like to call them takes, but I'll say analysis on who should be number one, why they should be number one. And just looking at quarterbacks, and our NFL season-long rankings are up right now on Win Daily Sports, and Josh Allen on our rankings is number one. But I still have some questions about the trust. Can he be trusted? And I continue to ask that. Get involved. Give us a comment. What do you think? Let me know. We'll answer it right now because this is a team with an abundance of changes. And when you have various changes in an offense that is highly dynamic, and I get it, it's the Josh Allen effect. You have Josh Allen. And if it wasn't for Aaron Rodgers many years ago, actually, not many because it was only like 3 or 4, throwing 51 touchdowns, Josh Allen is easily the MVP. But since then, he's still been a focal point and a mainstay at the top of the quarterback position. But my question is, can you go into a year and can you let both guys, your two most dynamic playmakers, whether he was inconsistent or not in Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs, can you let them walk and just fill their slots with mediocre receivers and say, it's okay, we're going to figure this out? Is James Cook going to take you to the next step? I don't know. Is Dalton Kincaid going to take us to the next step? I don't know. And that's my question to everybody. Can we trust Josh Allen as QB1 in fantasy football? And I again, listen to these receivers that we're talking about right now. Okay? We're talking about a room of receivers that includes Khalil Shakir, which I absolutely love, Keon Coleman, which we know about Keon Coleman. He set the internet abuzz with his great press conferences post-draft. He was unbelievable. He was worried about what was on the menu in the press room, which was great. Chase Claypool, who, let's face it, you could talk about talent all you want, but effort has lacked. Attitude has been in question. Curtis Samuel, who I love. I love Curtis Samuel. A great gadget guy, could do so many different things, has shown, whether it be Carolina, whether it be in Washington, he could be a nice piece. But again, a piece, not a focal point, a piece. And then we have Marquez Valdez-Scantling, MVS. I don't know. I mean, listen, if you can't excel with Patrick Mahomes, what makes me think you're going to excel with Josh Allen? And then Justin Shorter. Again, Shakir's the only receiver that caught a pass from Allen last year. That's it. Take James Cook out of it. Take Dalton Kincaid out of it. He's the only receiver. I think he is dynamic, but he's not a wide receiver one. This is an offense that lacks a WR1. And that's why I continue to ask, can Josh Allen be trusted as fantasy football QB number one? Again, make sure you're following Win Daily Sports at all social formats, windailysports.com. Our season-long projections are up right now. And again, if you want to get involved, $14.99. The promo right here. 7 straight days of bets for all sports. You can get on our bet trackers. We actually give you all the partner pages. It's right there. We just had somebody for, again, $14.99 hit for $1,000 in NASCAR. This is for all sports. We just had the PGA winner at 70 to 1, at 45 to 1. They made their money up for the entire year in 1 week. And now's the time for fantasy football season to get involved. Just make sure you use that windailysports.com/ref/58/ again, they're all backslashes, so I get some credit for at least promoting the promo. And I honestly, if you people know me, I will say this. If you people know me, you know I do not promote anything that I don't believe in. This isn't a money grab. This isn't, hey, do this read. Okay, I'm being honest with you. I've been with Win Daily Sports for 3 years. When Jason Mizrahi brought me on board, I started as a little writer. And now I am one of the guys who makes the magic happen because I believe in the company. I believe in the tools and the product. And I continue to believe in it. And I continue to use it myself. So I do not promote things I don't believe in. I can tell you that right now. And what I don't believe in right now is Josh Allen as a QB1. Now, you'll look at the other QB1s, and you'll hear a lot of me talk, a lot of times myself talk about safe. Who is the safe pick? And I'm being honest. I always go into every NFL fantasy season and talk about who is the safe play, who is the guy that I can alleviate all the questions, and that I could say, this is who I want. This is what I need. Now, I say this because Josh Allen gives me those questions that I just talked about. The only receiver in a room catching a pass from him is Khalil Shakir. Okay, if you want to name Dalton Kincaid as a receiver, that's fine. He also lost his center to Jacksonville. Let's not downplay that, man. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been in a town in the city of Philadelphia where we had a mainstay of a Hall of Famer, Jason Kelsey, who was an absolute stud, obviously one of the greatest ever at the center position. When he would go out of the game, which was very rare, listen, things happen. The snap, the hands, things happen. Now, I know they're professionals, and this team in Buffalo always has Super Bowl aspirations. And Josh Allen is a professional. Sean McDermott is one of the best coaches in the NFL. And I know they're working on it, but things happen. So when you look at the quarterback projections going forward, who around Josh Allen would you rather trust as a QB1? Who would you rather say, you know what, I feel better with this guy instead of Josh Allen? And I think that's something we need to look at. Because, again, let's look at what he did last year. Okay? If you look at Josh Allen, and again, right now, the consensus is all over. He's being drafted as number 1. Okay? He's being drafted as number 1. Still yet to hit the 4,000-yard mark. Still has not hit that. But the one thing you can look at is the rushing TDs, 10, 13 to 15. So he continues to go up every single year. Now, will that continue? It probably will, based on the fact that, number 1, he's tough as hell. And number 2, listen, we don't know if he's going to be able to trust these guys. Right? So he may need to have to make the magic happen on his own. And maybe that is the Josh Allen effect. But again, when you're playing fantasy football, a premium statistic is a touchdown. So I can't put them into my overall projections and say he's going to make it up with TDs. I have to look at, is he going to get the yards through the air and on the ground? Now, he did drop from 782 to 760 to 605. Okay, and listen, here's a concern to me. His rushing average continues to drop every single year. 5.7, 5.6, 4.6, 3.9. And his attempts have only gone down from 165 to 157. That's a big drop. That is a huge drop. He dropped almost 100. Actually, he did drop 160 yards rushing, and he only had 4 less attempts. Actually, 8 less attempts. I'm sorry, double that. That's a problem. That's something we need to look at. His attempts last year skyrocketed in the passing. He rose from 460 to 538. That's huge. What also is huge is his percentage stayed between the 66 and 65% mark. That's a big deal. But again, will he hit 4,000? He only threw 23 touchdowns in the air, and he also threw 15 interceptions, which means Josh Allen was forcing the ball. If he was forcing the ball with Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs, do you not think he's going to force the ball more this year? Hell yeah, he's going to force the ball more this year. So, again, these are some of the things that you have to look at when you're doing your rankings, you're going into your drafts. Again, promo today, sign up today, $14.99, 7 straight days of bets, which I guarantee you that you will make your money back. $15. You're going to make $15 back in a week, and then you're just going to roll that over, and you're going to roll that over, and you're going to continue to roll it over, and you're going to build a bankroll, and you're going to get ready for fantasy football season. That's what you're going to do, where we're going to consistently give you our picks every single week. And I'm telling you, people, get ready because there's going to be a lot of picks for you to grab. 100%. And right now, we're continuing to do baseball. We're continuing to do NASCAR. We're continuing to do golf. It's all out there. It's all out there. And those are guys that you can trust. But one guy I cannot trust is Josh Allen. It continues to bring me back to Josh Allen. So again, these are the things that concern me. When I'm doing these videos, what I like to do is, these aren't hot takes. These are just questions. When I go through my tiers and I draft through tiers, when I go through my tier rankings and I look at WinDailySports.com and I look at the rankings that are powered by us there, again, they're powered by us as a guide. That doesn't mean that you have to follow them religiously. You can obviously skirt your way down and say, okay, you know what? I like this guy a little bit better, so I'm going to move him around. But it gives you an idea of where these guys, and we update them every single week. Now, right now, because of past performances, Josh Allen is a guy. I just don't know if I can trust him. I just don't know if I can trust him. I think this is going to be a different kind of year for the Buffalo Bills. I think they still have a very dynamic offense, but I just think that you're really banking on a lot of guys to basically step up to the plate all at once and form a continuity and a cohesion that usually takes a season to grab, and you're looking to expect that in one offseason. I don't know if that's possible. I didn't say it wasn't, but I just said I don't know. And based on that fact is why I say I'm not trusting Josh Allen as QB number 1. Again, Tony Cutillo here at Fantasy Firebox for your season-long fantasy football content. Keep it locked right here on this YouTube channel as we continue to add content for your season-long fantasy football. We have best ball start next week. We're going to be doing live drafts right here online. It's going to be great. Going to have my Joe V checking on with me next week. So make sure you keep it locked right here. Again, $14.99, 7 straight bets, 7 straight days of best bets, I should say. WinDailySports.com /RES/58/ and any questions at any time based on this membership. What do you get? How does it work? I can tell you right now, I have an entire playlist listed that I did myself on WinDailySports.com on this YouTube page that will walk you through every single tool that we have. And by the way, if you don't get what you need, let me know. I'll make the video personally just for you. You tell me, hey, how does this work? Can you explain it? No problem. I'll make it, because that's what I want to do. I want you guys to understand and trust what we do here as a WDS family. But again, Tony Cutillo, Fantasy Firebox. Keep it locked right here. Come back and find out who I think is the quarterback number 1, why I think he's the quarterback number 1, and what you can expect this year in fantasy football. Everybody, stay healthy, like I always say, and I'll catch you back here next time.